Hello, welcome to a movie review, Logan. Just saw the movie today with my wife, and this early part of the review will be spoiler free, and then I will give a warning so that you can shut it off if you have not seen the movie. Okay. I like this movie a lot. My wife cries at many movies. Okay, she's even cries at many Pixar animations or Disney cartoons. She's very sentimental. But for this movie, I actually tear up more than she did, and she noticed it. So that says a lot about this movie. I can't say another superhero movie that bring out this much emotion. The last superhero movie that brought some tears to my eyes was Man of Steel. But for the most part, for those that are familiar with my movie review, I tend to be pretty tough on many movies, especially superhero movies, and I tend to give them a pretty low rating. By low, I mean 7.5 tend to be the average score. You know, the idea of most superhero movies or most movies, it's hard to crack 8 or higher for me. Okay, but this movie, a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect by any means, but so is most movies. This movie has a lot of rewatch ability. Okay, so I definitely will go see this movie again. I'm not sure how soon, but I definitely want to see it again. And it's a movie that I already consider owning a DVD, a Blu-ray when it came out, because it resonates with me. The story, the acting, the message, everything seemed to work really well. That already after the first viewing, I believe this is something I want to have, to be able to rewatch it whenever I feel like seeing it again. So it has not been it's been a long time since I can say that about any superhero movie. So a 9 out of 10. So if you have not seen the movie, you can stop right here, because going forward I will have some spoilers in my discussion. But that's it. Thanks for watching. If you plan to stop right here, as I mentioned, this movie tears me up twice, and I have heard plenty of good review over the past 2 weeks about this movie, but I did my best. To avoid all spoilers, whether it's online or on YouTube or anywhere else, and I'm glad I did, because I had no idea. I had to say that I had no idea what happened to the characters. So to see Professor X died, that was a surprise. Okay, I did not expect to see that happen. When that happened, I was taken back. But what got me to tear up was the reaction of the young actor. She screamed. That was heart wrenching. Okay, that was the first time that her emotion changes. Okay, because up until that point, she didn't talk. Okay, she was basically a mute, and she showed very little emotion but rage. She was literally a young killing machine. And so when she showed that kind of emotion as she saw the dead body of Professor X lay there, it was heart-wrenching for me. It's just talking about it bring up some emotion. But that young, this movie, whoever it was that was responsible for casting that young actress big kudos because she says a lot with her face. She get that steely face that even for the first half of the movie where she did not say a thing, her look was just perfect. It was steely, stone cold, frightening look in her face, and even then there's a vulnerability that you can see for a little child. So what can I say about Hugh Jackman? I tip my hat to Hugh Jackman, okay, because for 16 plus years, almost 17 years as he done this role, if this is the last, he saved the best for last. Unbelievable. For the first time in any mutant movie, we saw a Wolverine that was greedy, violent, full of rage. It's I think this Wolverine should please a lot of people. Maybe not the hardcore fan that has been complaining for the past 17 years that Hugh Jackman is too tall, too pretty, too this, too that to be Wolverine. I'm sure some people will never be pleased. They rather see Danny DeVito in the role. But wow, I can't say enough about how much I enjoy Hugh Jackman's swan song performance if this is his last. And wow, there is nothing to criticize as far as his performance. Nothing. The same can be said with Professor X. Wow, that's about the highest mark I can give is wow. It means Oscar worthy. Okay, you're not gonna hear me say and praise many superhero movies with an Oscar nod, but I think either one of those actors should. It was that good. It was, like I said, it's exceed my expectation. I really, like I said, the movie, the overall structure of the story was good. Okay, as in most movies, there are plot holes, there are a lot of little problem here and there that I can nitpick to death. Okay, I can nitpick this movie and point out many inconsistencies that I didn't like. That's why I did not get a 10 out of 10. But perhaps the worst one I would say is how the not the ending where, spoilers of course, Wolverine Logan die. That's not the problem. The problem is, although the action sequence of the fight between the young mutants and the soldier was eye candy fun, I didn't like it for the most part. Not because the action was not good. I didn't like it because, first of all, these mutants were created as weapons, killing machine. Weapon X exhibit that kind of robot-like killing efficiency. Okay, so it didn't make sense for me to see all the young mutants running away from the soldier. To me, from the beginning of the movie, X-23 was always ready to drop anyone in front of her. So it didn't make sense for them all to be fleeing and running away from the soldier. And these kids has immense power. They were trained. They were created to be killers, to be fighting machines. So for me to see a group of them with all kind of power running through the woods scare, that's kind of dumb. Okay. At one point of the movie where the young mutant with the ability to freeze something with her breath, I turned to my wife and said, if I had that power to freeze something and the soldier grabbed me, I don't think I would be trying to, well, she froze his arm. No, if I have that ability, I'm not gonna freeze your arm. I will breathe into your face and freeze your face. Like I said, there's a lot of little things in all the action that even though they are eye candy, I had to sit there and say, the logic part of my brain is hurting. like the leader of the young mutant, he probably the oldest one, he probably, mid-teens. He has a power to pick up and flip a 2-ton truck. If I have that kind of power, I'm not running. Okay? Like I said, I wish the confrontation between the soldiers and the young mutants developed differently than they getting chased down, running through the woods. But like I said, there are other areas of the movie that I felt were kind of poorly constructed as far as the plot holes. But overall, it's a minor issue. That's why this movie get a 9 out of 10. And as far as the death of Wolverine, that was extremely emotional for me. Once again, as I told my wife, it's not the death of Wolverine that was emotional. It's the entire scene where the young actor did such a wonderful job in making me feel and believe that she cared. It's so, I'm getting choked up just talking about it because it was such an emotional scene and it was beautifully done. That's all. That's the best I can describe it. I can't say how other people feel about that scene. For me, it was extremely powerful because I love Logan. The action of this movie is fantastic for the most part. Other than what I complain about as far as the final battle scenes, the choreograph of the fight, the action of the young actor X-23 and Logan is just fantastic. For the first time in any X-Men movie, you see a Wolverine that behaves like what we as comic readers have seen on the pages. The way he leap, lunges, slice and dice. Wow. Like I said, it's a treat for the fan, no doubt. And the way X-23 jump around, insane. Okay, like I said, I'm not sure if she did her own stunt. If she did, kudos to her because it's very believable. Okay, it's not often that you see a young actor, somebody that probably, I have no idea how old she is, maybe 10, to be able to do that kind of physicality. If that is her doing her own stunt, I don't know. Okay, I'm just saying that if it is whoever it was that did the stunt for X-23, wowza. I can't wait to see it again. Cannot wait because it's worth a second seeing, perhaps as soon as this week. That's it for my review of Logan. Thanks for watching.